You guys have read the title and that is why you're here. But before I get into the video and I tell you all things about it, more about how can you generate 1 lakh plus income every single month, or how can you generate at least a good amount of income every single month sitting at your home, okay, without putting a lot of effort, using what you already have without having a heavier investment. So stick till the end of this video, okay. I will tell you exactly what has to be done, but you need to follow a few things, okay. Number first thing is you need to watch this video till the end, okay, because you will only understand it till you if you watch this entire video, okay, because I'm going to break it down step by step. Second thing is that no, you do not need any additional investment as far as you have a good phone that should work, okay. And yeah, these are the two priority things that I want to say. And then it is possible for everyone to do this, okay. It's like it's not specified to any single person or requirements, like anyone can do this. This is how I started, this is how a lot of people started. And what I'm about to say, a lot of people have this in their paid courses, and there are courses for this, including my own. So I'm putting a segment from my course in this video for free. I'm teaching a part of that course for free in this video to help you get started, at least, because I feel it is not sensible to charge for something so basic. The whole idea is to at least give you a basic hand initially. And any which ways, if you'll be interested in the course later on, you can always check out my Instagram and DM me over there and we can talk further. I do reply to comments, I do reply to messages, you can DM me as well. But yeah, let's get into the video, right? You are someone who's young, or even if you're not young and you're working a 9 to 5, you want to make extra money, you want to make some income on the side. So how do we make that happen? How do we do that without trading a lot of time, effort, or a lot of money? So it is quite simple, actually. This is a business which is happening lately, and in 2025 it's going to go crazy, okay. And I'm telling you this right now, a lot of people are not doing it, like barely people are doing it. And every single one who's doing it, right, is making a lot of money on the side without trading a lot of time, effort, or money. What is this business, and how are people starting it? How are they making so much money without an investment? So the whole thing is, number one thing is, right, you will have to be skilled for it. And when I say skilled, you'll have to be very knowledgeable in that specific field. Don't worry, don't sign off the video yet, okay. When I talk about specific field, it will be something you love. What I'm talking about is that I'm going to teach you how to set up a coaching business. A coaching business is one of the best ways to make money without trading too much time, effort, or money. Now, how do you set up a coaching business, right? Or what is a coaching business before we get started? Whoops, the mic came out. But nonetheless, okay. How do we start? How do we get it into action? And what is a coaching business, right? What is a coaching business, and why does it work? How does it work? And why should you do it? And why is it guaranteeing an income to you? Okay. So obviously, when you start initially making a crazy amount, it's not going to be possible. Like obviously, I did mention the title, you will be making a decent amount of money, but it will take time. You will make that in a month for sure, okay? But you will have to work. You'll have to work a little bit. And what is the work, right? How do you set up a coaching business? So coming back, what is a coaching business? A coaching business is when you can provide services to someone suffering from a certain kind of problem. If you can find a niche market, a specific problem, and if you can provide a solution within 6 to 12 weeks for that problem, okay, only with your knowledge and your communication skills and your marketing skills, you will make money. You can charge a lot of money for such courses. Personally, I have a few courses of my own, okay. You can check that out as well, you can DM me. But any which ways, yeah. So there's a problem, right? In society, people want to change, they want to become someone, and in this process it also creates a lot of problems. For example, people want to get fit, okay. There's a lot of information, so there's no point becoming a person who will train you towards that fitness. But if you catch a niche specifically, for example, a weight gain coach or a weight loss coach, okay, or a muscle gain coach specifically, or a coach specially to correct your posture or to fix your minor points, like a lot of people who are bodybuilders, right, they get jacked but they lose in minor points. So coach who fixes those minor points. You could become anything, right? Anyone. Now, when I talk about this coaching business, when I say niche market, right, if you can catch an audience, for example, you could catch especially restaurant owners, you could tell them that we will teach you marketing, we'll teach you how to market your restaurant. Okay, so these are like niche solving problems. Now, how do you get into this? How do you find a niche? First of all, you need to find what you are good in. You need to find your hobby, you need to find your passion, you need to find things you like to do. For example, I started my first ever coaching business as a SNC coach, a strength and conditioning coach, where I used to help people from 9 to 5 correct their postures, and that visited quite well. So, also, I was just 16 years old when I was learning that. So, yeah. Now, coming back to the whole idea is that how do you set up this coaching business? You could have any hobby, any passion towards something, right? For example, you are a musician, you love to play the guitar. You can teach people how to play the guitar within 12 weeks, right? So you can find something. You need to find something in this big, massive cloud, right? You need to find a passion, you have to find a hobby, you need to find something. And then you need to find the largest problem of that niche, okay? Then you need to come up with an action plan, okay, which is going to be a 4-week, 8-week, or 12-week plan, and you have to solve it. How will you solve it? You will create a lot of pre-recorded videos. You will do weekly one-on-one live calls with them. You will put out a lot of information on your social media as well, like Instagram, YouTube, right? You will set up these things online. You can use AI, you can use ChatGPT, you can use DeepSeek, you can use a lot of things to set this up, right? Along with it, you can study online coaching and coaching businesses more using these AI systems. You can set up this coaching business using AI. You can solve these problems using AI, okay? And then you just have to deliver. You have to just keep solving it. And how do you make this work? You can keep a package. A 4-week program could be around 10,000 rupees or 20,000. Then you can go to your 8-week program, which could be slightly more. Then you could go for a 3-month program, which will be the highest, right? You can sell a 3-month program for almost as much as 50 to 60,000, like, for 3 months. So if you go at this pace, right, even if you just get 4 clients every single month, it's going to do quite well. But you need to make sure that these things work. You need to find a way to make it work, okay? Just saying it sounds very nice and easy, but when you do it, a lot of problems do come in, okay? It does fail if you don't catch a proper niche, and I'm going to make it very clear right now, so that you don't come and blame me later on. You need to have a good niche as well, okay? Not every single niche works. I'm going to make it very clear. I have tried it in a few niches. It does not work in a few niches. For example, if you're going into general fitness, right, as a fitness coach, it will not give you the same result as if you are going as a specific coach. For example, like a coach of powerlifting specifically, or fat loss, something specific, right? It does not work if you try to cater the mass. You have to cater a small specific audience. Now, how do you start this business? What is the difficult part of this business? What is the easy part, and how do you expand it? The difficult part is closing the first client, okay? The first client is always the hardest to close, and the first client is also going to be the client who will give you the most honest review about your course. After this, you will actually start preparing properly, okay? You'll know what to handle and how to handle. So now what happens is, you need to start making a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, a Facebook page, whatever, right? And you start talking about the things from a niche. You need to start solving problems for people. You need to start getting a little bit of attention with these things, right? You just need to push it for a couple of months, like a month or 2. You just need to keep pushing content out about who you are and why you are a reliable source. Then it comes down to getting only one single person to enroll for a program. It could be the smallest program. Even if you get just one person to pay you 15,000, okay, just one person. Now you keep this money on the side. Then what is the action plan, right? You will film an ad talking about who you are, what kind of problems do you solve, and what kind of content is on your page. You'll make an ad perfectly pitched to the specific niche market, and then you will use that 15,000 to run meta ads, okay? Because ads now go to specific people, right? Ads are targeted to people who search those kind of things. So now you are reaching a kind of audience who's actually willing to pay money for those services, which will allow you to increase your client production. And then repeating the cycle, the more money comes in, the more you put it back in. Eventually you can go for a premium version of AI. You could hire someone to market for you. You could get someone to do affiliate marketing, right? You could give them a small commission and get clients. And then eventually you could hire someone to replace you, who does the teaching, you just do the management. So once you start doing income, right, you can keep growing it, you can keep turning it around, and you can shuffle it, you can make it big. And then if you are someone who's smart with money and knows how to use it, you can use it as a catalyst, a turning point to start the other things that you want in life, right? So this is how you can get major in life, this is how you can make a big change. A lot of people say these things in their programs and courses, but I'm putting this video out right now. Okay, also if you want to learn more about it, you can DM me. Okay, I have some really good programs for you all on this thing, exactly how to do it. And I'm a very raw and honest guy. Okay, so I, in my videos, are done a single take. I don't edit, I don't cut them, I put it as it is. Mistakes, flaws, whatever are there, they all go in that single take. Okay, so yeah, if you like this video, if you found it interesting, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I do post such kind of content, whether it's money or business or lifestyle, I do post in these genre of things. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends, or as a matter of fact, start a coaching business with your friend. And if you want help, you can always enroll on my program. And even if you're not enrolling with my program, that's absolutely fine, because I do reply to DMs any which ways. And even if you're asking me things on DM, right, I do answer all the queries on DMs. You don't have to worry about, like, if you can't afford a coach or you cannot afford the program yet, it's okay, you can just DM me, I do reply. Okay, I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you learned something from this. And yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.